after 2 weeks of just kind of letting the last video I made marinate. Oh, let me turn down the volume. After kind of like letting the last videos I made marinate, which by the way, thanks all of you for watching. It got, I think, like my first and third video got like more than 2,200 views, and my second got like 150, which is kind of crazy. Like I didn't expect it to get so much, but thank you guys. But if you don't live under a rock, or if you've been on Discord today and you're in a server called Totsuki, or if you're in contact with anyone who's in the com, I feel like you might have heard what is happening, and basically Sakazuki, this guy Sakazuki is having another crash out. And like, are we surprised? I'm not. Like I've been saying this for a while. The guy's like, he doesn't really do anything for the com, right? So he has a server which anyone can run, and he kind of forces you to, have certain opinions for him to feed, or have a feeded ego, or fed ego, sorry, where you don't actually believe anything that you say about his skill. Like at least 5 people have came up to me. Like for example, I'm gonna out you a little bit. Like real Sasuke came up to me. He's like, "Yo, I don't even believe my tier list." I'm like, "Okay, why do you have Sakazuki so high?" I don't even believe my tier list, bro. That guy, like, it's forcing me, bro. Like, it's kind of syndicate. Okay. This guy comes up to me, Risan. That was a little bit before, not now. But Risan is like, okay, well, okay, yeah, I think I told Sakazuki, yeah, well, you actually beat Brain Mason, even though you didn't actually beat Brain Mason, in my opinion. Wait, in my opinion, he didn't beat Brain Mason. And so, at least 5 people came up to me like that. I'm not gonna name everyone, but it's a common theme. Like basically, this guy, since he has all the power in the community, people just kind of forced to apply with whatever the fuck he says, because obviously they kind of have to, right? Or they're gonna get kicked, they're gonna get timed, they're gonna get abused, gonna get the tyranny. The tyranny is rolling, right? And so finally, these guys are waking up. Finally, fucking Timmy's dad made a new server where I hopefully these guys are just gonna stop talking to this guy, stop giving this guy sperms, because like it's so avoidable. Like if you don't like him, if you don't like how he operates, because I don't think anyone does, you just like how his server actually goes. Because I mean, he is good at building servers, but like, is Jester not? Is Purgatory not? Pretty much unanimously better than Totsuki. Like, what does Totsuki have that Purgatory didn't have? What does Totsuki have that Rakuzan didn't have? And I think he had perms in there, but you get the point. He was an owner. He definitely didn't do the shit that he does here. Like, it's very baffling to me. Very baffling to me that someone can actually force an environment around him where, well, he's kind of surrounded by an echo chamber, and he knows what he did. Like he did this shit on purpose. Yet he's still convinced by what he did. So it seems that he's genuinely that delusional about the fact that, yeah, like, yeah, I actually beat Moose, guys. I actually beat Draco. Like, no, no, you lost to Draco terribly. You lost to Moose terribly, even probably worse. Like, and people shouldn't be afraid of saying that. Like, I literally saw, hold on, I literally find the message after this game. This guy literally tried to list all of his feats in one message, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I beat Bridge, I beat Moose, I beat Jaco, I beat fucking Brain Mason." Like, no, no, you are so ass, brother. That's why you like, like he lost polls in his own server under his own syndicate again today against Demi, which is what warranted the crash out, where he literally outed one of his best friends, Truth. I'm not sure if he's like a best friend, but one of his friends. He outed Jin, Arjun, Timmy, all them men, man. Like, all them lot. And, like, he did this before. like, I'm confused. I don't really give a fuck, right? So I joined the server because it's fun, but I already kind of separated myself from that community. I don't really have fun on Discord with the main com. I'm kind of staying in my own circle. So I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I'm just laughing at this because, well, you people who chose to actually hang out with him and not maybe, make your own community or kind of do something. I mean, you're doing something now, but not doing something prior. I mean, you're gonna fucking pay because you're under someone who is terrible at debating, which is understandable. Like I'm not gonna say, okay, well he's terrible, so he's not a good guy, or he's terrible, therefore he's not credible about things. I'm terrible at this game. Uh, but he is terrible, and he's kind of forcing you to have certain opinions that you might not actually hold. And it doesn't just extend to that, it extends to a couple of his friends, extends to having his debate opinions, extends to putting people that he has low, uh, including thinking that he won debates that he didn't win, obviously. And so it just all like you're getting cucked by this one random Indian ugly guy who actually sucks at what he does. Like, you know. Now he's obsessed with a certain group of people, not just obsessed with being a delusional guy, being delusional, being the very delusional guy, low T guy. He's also obsessed with like C. He's obsessed with Shinra for some reason. He's obsessed with me, or he's so obsessed with me. He's obsessed with a couple of people like Yanni as well. Like I get a DM today, and it's someone telling me, okay, well, yeah, the Sakazuki bro, he was literally screaming at me, see, bro, Gyro and Vortex, bro, they have no fees, they have no this and that. Like, bro, I don't talk about you, bro. Like, fuck off my dick. Like, the only like way I'm gonna mention you is what if I'm talking to my friends in public and the conversation just goes into how bad of a person you are because everyone in my friend group unanimously had negative experiences with him. Or I just say that, okay, your ass or this guy's ass, he lost to X, Y, and Z, and we move. Like, you know, man, we move. That's it. Like I don't keep you on my mind, but you're an actual low tier. And nobody actually thinks he wins debate. So you win debate, sorry. So by any chance if Sakazuki is watching this video, since I ended my last video on an open challenge, which by the way still isn't fulfilled, not one person in my comments or DMs have told me 5 credible people who are, you know, obviously good, who are not friends with Infinity, who think that he's above tier 5, which is like, it is a decayed question because I don't think he's tier 5. But still, it's funny enough that, well, the challenge still hasn't been fulfilled yet after what 15 days, 16 days, something like that. So that's funny. So for Sakazuki, my open challenge to you is, so since you're scared to debate me on One Piece, and you want to claim a feed on me so bad because you did claim a feed on me in that one message I just mentioned, I'll go in your server. I'll go in your server where you have mod, where you have firms. I'll do your verse. I'll do the skip your verse, where I have negative knowledge, where I didn't read a single chapter of it, pretty much, or I didn't read a single chapter of it in like what, a year. And I know it's there. It's still a thing. Like there's still a scan server for it. Like people still, you might still talk about it. You can still talk about it. So I'll go in EC. Once I get to the call, we'll start a 30-minute timer, and in those 30 minutes, we're gonna let me prepare for a single character for the topic on the verse that you created, and I'll debate you there. And if you win, I'll leave Discord forever. And if I win, I get perms in Totsuki. I get owner perms, and you leave the app pretty much. So that's my open challenge to you. Okay? Because if you really want to have a name, I have a name, I actually have feeds, and you're nobody pretty much. Nobody thinks that you're good. You're ratting feeds off of pretty much people that don't talk to you, don't like you. You're ratting feeds off discussions. Like, you're a weirdo. You're genuinely terrible. So yeah, that's that. Now, besides that, like, there's other people who I may not like, or particularly have a liking towards, like Repellent, for example. Even though I don't dislike Repellent, but I can acknowledge that Repellent is a good debater. Like this guy's like, bro, these guys are in a syndicate, bro. They're like they're biased. Like, bro, no, I mean, I don't like you. I genuinely you're one of the only people I genuinely dislike on this app. But with that comes the fact that you are also justifiably bad at debating. Like I'm able to justify. We lost to Dead Boy, although Dead Boy lost to people like fucking Jaw and Calamity. But I was touching that. I touched that. Like, Repellent actually has good performances, and I don't think he's like good, but he is a good debater. I can acknowledge that. So, like, bro, this guy's like, and the fact that everyone in that circle is like enabling that and just allowing themselves to get cucked. Because Zizzo, for example, like Zizzo has Sakazuki fucking tier one, above like what top five, maybe top 10 on his list, above people like Apollo, above people like fucking I don't even God knows who, bro. I'm not looking at tier list again. God knows who. And Zizzo is placed tier 4 by Sakazuki, ironically below me by one spot. So the guy he thinks his ass and has no feeds, versus the guy who he thinks is the guy's calm, bro. The guy Zizzo is calm. The guy Zizzo, man, he beat Yanni that one time, man. One spot. The guy doesn't like you. He doesn't do the same for you as you do for him. If you want to be disingenuous and place the guy high, at least expect the same from him. Like I'd get that. Like I would get that. But no, like they just get cucked. Like Ghetto Jin is literally arguing with this guy about why he lost to Moose fucking 3 years ago. Like who cares? But the guy's like, no, Jin, you are a retard. You are a tier 8 consensus retard. Like, bro, Jin did not. I want to show you the. I want to show you the screenshot. Look, Jin did not insult this guy once. He didn't insult this guy once. Sorry, my shit is a little bit laggy. Look, from Jin. Picture contains contains images. Look, is this no? By the way, this is consensus on Ghetto Jin versus Sakazuki and Rakuzan. You can read it if you want. He lost badly. He lost badly to Ghetto Jin. Look, the guy is trying to be substantive. He's trying to be like, yo, I know you're mad, but we can be cool. Like, here's what I think you lost. Let's be fair about this. He did call him weird here, and justifiably. I don't think calling anyone weird is the same as calling him a fucking retard and saying he sucks at. Like, bro, this is so emotional. This is emotion versus, like, this is literally Chad versus Pooner. Like, Gyojin is Chad and this guy's a Pooner. If you know what a Pooner is or what a Poona is, those who know, literally. So, oh, brother, like, I really hope that after this little crash out, people are gonna finally wake up. Because Skypea just died on its own, I believe, although I'm not sure. So he got a little bit lucky there. But this time, like, he got to learn something out of it. Like, you can't just let this guy do this while you can avoidably, like, you can avoid it, right? You can avoid this guy making your community where, for example, Infinity is running the community, which I wouldn't like because Infinity would ban me. But on God, bro, wallahi, yeah, this guy Infinity is a 10 times better owner. He would be a 10 times better owner than Sakazuki. And he's kind of the owner of Totsuki anyway. He gets them all the activity anyway. So, like, maybe Infinity and Jester on the server. Something like that. Like, why can't we do that? And so, that's kind of the new events in the community. By the way, with Zizzo specifically, me and him have been supposed to, like, debate Record of Ragnarok for a while, which I think we should, like, in a couple of days, presumably. I mean, as soon as possible, obviously, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen because we still need a judge. I think we agreed on C, by the way. Which, yeah, that's fine. I think C is good. By the way, C is, like, so criminally underrated by Sakazuki Syndicate because Sakazuki, like, decides to claim a feed on him because, like, some random retards in his DMs told him that he beat Brain Mason and why. He actually beat C. That's the debate topic they had. Brain Mason was beating the fuck out of him on why he lost to C. On his own verse that he created. So how do you like bro? It's like getting out-knowledged by, like, it's like Oda getting out-knowledged by a random One Piece fan on One Piece. Like, bro, you made the story. You can say things and they're canon. You're so dumb. Holy fucking shit. Like, bro, this guy's like living proof of death of Daphne, dude. But yeah, with Zizzo, sorry, with C rather. Fuck, like all these retards are just claiming feats on C. Like, I'm telling the guy like in DMs. Or sorry, well, we're like in a private call, and he's like, "Yo, this guy Kuro beat the fuck out of Kuro." I'm like, "Bro, stop engaging with these retards. Like, you're known as good, primarily in the community. Like, regardless of what fucking Rewind says, or whoever, or like Flame says. Like, no, C is consensus very good debater. every time you debate something like that, you just give people like Sakazuki more ammunition to kind of defame you, if you will. Kind of have a higher reason to say, okay, bro, you know this guy's shitty. Actually, like here's my dumbass retarded reason for why C lost to fucking Flames, or whoever like he debated. And I'm not telling people to duck, but like if you're C, like this is literally just what's happening. Like you're literally just getting farmed for feats. You are like the method, dude. Like literally, you're just the method. Thank God I'm still recording. Gosh, that's why I hang out in sidecom servers a lot, obviously. So I tend to talk to very dumb people. But even then, it's not that bad because I don't get farmed for feats. Like these dumb people who I talk to are usually humble enough to say, okay, well, I got my ass beat. These guys have like an inflated ego because of their daddy. You know what I'm talking about. They got the inflated ego because of their daddy, so they can't really accept that they lost, and then they won't accept that they lost because they actually got verdict. And so, okay, I ask you, okay, who gave you verdict on C? And I get told, okay, Infinity. Oh, okay, Tron. Oh, okay. Not that Tron is bad, actually. I don't think Tron is that bad, but he is a goon master. You know, he does kind of like run in people, which is fun and fine and fine. But you know, like, am I supposed to take that seriously? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not gonna take it seriously because I shouldn't take it seriously. It's literally just a goon master saying, yeah, you're worse than me, but you're better than this good debater. It's all just a scheme for an upscale. Literally what it is always. Fucking I like. I hope this new server like Timmy's Town. I mean, I genuinely I don't think it's gonna take off anywhere, to be honest, because these guys probably gonna fall to Sakazuki anyway. But you know, maybe one day we're gonna get a community where you don't, you know, get fucking literally exiled because you don't think that a retard who doesn't win debates lost the debate, or sorry, because you don't think that a retard that doesn't win debate won a debate, right? Like, and by the way, in light of this, I also decided that one of my next videos is going to be me breaking down either Sakazuki versus Moose or Sakazuki versus Draco, or one of his debates. I don't really care, but either one of those two, because he got slept, like he got knocked out in the first round, like head kick. It's terrible. He got head kicked by both, and both were like very short. Like he wasn't really, he wasn't even competitive. Like the guy like begged the question in the first like 1 minute of the second point with Draco, denied the antecedents in the first point. With Moose, it was just a whole different story. Like, bro, the guy's like, holy fuck, you are ass, sir. Sir, you are a dog shit. Like, gosh, I hope that Demi Rec is gonna be released because, you know, it just gives me more to laugh about. Really, that's it. It just gives me more to laugh about. How delusional shit you are. And this is more of a rant than my first video, definitely, and definitely my second video. But I don't know, I just had this on my mind for a while, and I'm probably not gonna release rant videos like every day, like I tried to, because you kind of need to talk about, you kind of need things to talk about for them to be good. Hold on, let me finish this round and I'm gonna probably end the vid. But yeah, people like Sakazuki, they have a place in the community. They have a place to be a laughingstock, because literally, like, Sakazuki is just a glorified official for the most part. Official as delusional as the guy. He tries to farm as much feats as the guy, but at the very fucking least, he's not delusional. Or sorry, he's not like, no, he's delusional. At the very least, he's not a pussy. Like, he's like joining calls and like, yo, Yanni, bro, you talking shit, man? You talking shit, nigga. And he gets his ass beat, but you know, Sakazuki doesn't even do that. He's like, yeah, this guy Jara, he's trash, and I'm gonna talk about him being trash to literally everyone else but Jaira or his competent friends. Like, who does that? Like, literally, his first interaction with Isaac was, yeah, you're Jaira's friend, you're trash. Like, he literally called him an idiot, I think, in the first message that he ever sent to Isaac him on Discord.com. He's like, you're an idiot, you're a low tier. Like, bro, he doesn't even know you. He doesn't know you. Like, what kind of weird behavior is that? Like, you're actually socially apt. You only talk to people if it benefits you. If it benefits your ego, if it benefits your server. Like, I promise you, if Infinity stops bringing activity and he calls Sakazuki a low tier, he's like, yeah, fuck you. Like, Same with any one of his friends. Like Timmy's dad is literally his day one fucking friend on this app. Same with Yanni. Fuck, fuck, you know. They go for one more, guys. They go for one more. Fucking fine, whatever. I really hope that Jester's gonna come back because Purgatory was like the peak of the community for, like what, 2 months? Way better than any Skippy experience I've ever had, by the way. Because Jester is actually a sensible owner. Like, fuck. Jester and Hype are just such good guys. Like, I just love talking to Jester. Like, me and Jester literally just talked yesterday for like 3 hours about random lookism shit and him extorting pedophiles on a random chat site. Like Batman. Like, bro, Jester is literally Batman, bro. How can you not fuck with that? Like, what has Sakazuki done to be on that level? And Jester actually has feats as well. Like, that's someone. If you want to goon someone and you want to get behind someone, why don't you goon Jester? Such a good guy, man. And he also can run a server. Way better than Sakazuki. If he actually cared, like he did in the beginning of Purgatory. Because he does have, like, stuff outside of it. Oh, I'm kind of glazing right now. I'm not glad. It's kind of nice. But ideally, like, there's a server where there's no, like, syndicate-based agenda from the ownership. Which is pretty much impossible because everyone has their own egos. Everyone has their friends. Everyone has this and that. Everyone has something, right? Something going on. So it's not something which is too reasonable to ask. But I don't know, bro. Like, they're literally just ruining debating. And it's kind of pointless because debating is literally just going to exist forever. It's just people arguing about things. So today's fiction, like One Piece and like fucking Lookism and Food Wars, if you're a retard. Yeah, Food Wars if you're a retard, but tomorrow is going to be like, maybe like, there's going to be a whole community based on like sports debating or something like that. Although I think power scaling is going to be the ideal medium for debating for pretty much ever online. Like, it's just perfect for it. So, I mean, you're just like, bro, if we're going to be like, just part of a never-ending sport, then why not make our time here at the least enjoyable? Because I don't think it's enjoyable for these people. That's why they made a whole server which got 50 people just of one person crashing out. Like, how does that even happen? Like, I asked the same question in chat. How does a whole server, get put into existence because of your faggotry as a human being, or you're being a bad human, bad friend? How does that happen? Has that ever happened to anyone else besides Sakazuki? Because I don't even think it's the first time. I don't think it's the first time. Fucking holy shit. I just have so much to say about this guy. Like, I'm not even like half done. I could speak about this forever. Just not really relevant. It's more personal stuff. Bro, if I'm locked in on this game, like, tapped in. Booty, 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 booty. Bro, it's so funny imitating Garrulous. It's like fucking talking like a gorilla, bro. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Alright, thank you guys. See you on the app. Good night.